Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. Hey, Sue, how are you? So when do you leave for Mexico? Everybody make sure you have a big drink. Today is all about card creating. I'm going to do a little painting because you know I like to start my brain up that way. So I'm going to, how exciting, how exciting. You must be so ready. So I'm going to just pull out a Christmas art printable. Hey, Nancy. And I am going to start painting on it. And I pulled out the Michelle. And I love this one for many reasons. This was one of last year's Christmas. I did a lot of Christmas last year, and I probably will again this year because Christmas, right? Anyway, there's this big panel here that's in French, and it is not Christmas related. I don't know exactly what it says. I just really like text as a background, and I happen to be in France, and so I bought some old stuff printed in French, like some old paper and stuff, and so I just wanted this to be part of a series of things that were created with text, because that I love that. There's a big poinsettia that also matched the Aunt Marge art printable and the Aunt Marge and Christmas fodder and the mix and mingle. So all of those art printables are available on my website, and you can find them under the Christmas header. So easy peasy. But what I was thinking was this banner right here. I remember we talked about like mixing and matching Christmas to create Christmas cards. So my thought was this pocket from the Fella Fodder with this banner, and maybe even this heart, which also has that French text in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe the heart tucked in to the pocket, or I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet, but that's kind of where I'm going with these pieces. So I'm going to cut these pieces, set that aside, and just start painting. So, I love watercolor in tubes, Nancy. I love watercolor in tubes. I love them because I find them to be more intense, and you're just going to get a little bit different painty vibe. Do you know what I mean? So, and so they're a little spendy if you get the good stuff, but here's my thought on that. Buy one at a time. Buy two at a time. Do you know what I'm saying? So right now I only have, I think I have 4. I used to have scads, but those have been used up. So my favorite tubes are Daniel Smith, and you can find these at art stores everywhere. I just really like his colors. I really like the consistency. I'm never going to not use a paint. Remember, that's why I created this big palette, so that I would use all these colors, you know? I just feel like that's so important, to just use what you have and get to know it, right? And by using it, you're going to be like, oh, if I mix this and this, I get this. Or if I, do you know what I mean? Good morning from Seattle, Debbie Jones. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is my favorite so far. That's not to say I won't have a new favorite the next time I go to the art store. You never know. I also have these from Art Philosophy, and they're okay. They're not terrible, they're not great. Do you know what I mean? They're okay. So if I were you, Nance, I would pick, like, we all have 3 colors that we kind of gravitate to, right? That we tend to use over and over and over again. So I got these 3 because I could mix, right? I got red, blue, and yellow because I can make the entire color wheel with those 3 colors. And I've mixed them in a million different configurations. But this one I only bought 1 because I wanted to test it. And that's what I would advise you. I mean, you do you, but buy 1. Play with it a lot. Paint a lot of things with it. Paint backgrounds, paint more detailed things, paint whatever. But you're going to want to and play with the amount of water you add to it. So you're going to need a palette, but a palette can be anything. It could be a plate from your kitchen. It could be, I mean, I try to steer away from paper plates because they absorb my paint. So anyway, I could go on and on. But anyway, that's my advice to you. Just buy 1, play with it, see what you think. Do you know what I mean? So, hey Donna, how are you this morning? So we are going to create some Christmas cards. And I have some pieces cut up in like cards kind of in stages of doneness that I thought I could work on today. But you know, I like to start my brain off with a little bit of painting that just kind of warms up my whole creative noggin. So I'm thinking I really want to use, I'm thinking like turquoise and pink as my base colors. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do a really watery wash of just a really light blue on this pocket. And then I can come in, you know, with I can do some shading and add some dimension later. But to just start, I'm gonna kind of deepen it around the edges. But I want to do that like a loose jiggy blend so that I get a really nice, like no edge. Do you know what I mean? There we go. Excuse me, allergies attack this morning. We got lots of rain last night, and I think about 16 drops of, lots of wind, I should say, and about 16 drops of rain. So everything kind of got kicked up, you know how it happens. Okay, so let's see. Let's set that aside to dry. And now I'm thinking about, like, I want to paint this and then fussy cut it and have it like across the pocket, I'm thinking. And then maybe the heart peeking out of the pocket, or I don't know. I haven't figured that part out just yet. So I'm thinking I could do the center of this Mary. Good morning, Sharon. The same color, that same light blue. At least that's, you know, what I'm thinking. Good morning, Beth Johnson. So that's kind of heavy right there. So let's start moving that around. And remember, if it feels too heavy, we can absolutely blot it off with our paper toweling, right? Because that's kind of more where I want it to be. I wanted it to be pretty light. And then I can always build it, right, afterward. So remember that the had a little something there. Remember that the Christmas card contest is this week. It is this month from July 6th through July 30th. So please pull out any art printables that you have. Go through my Christmas ones on the website, or go through my other ones on the website, and just see what kind of sparks your creativity. I just really like to work on seeing things in a new way, you know? So I'm gonna do these poinsettias hot pink. Yay, Laura, thank you, thank you. And remember, the person with the top 3 with the most likes will get a gift certificate from me, but everybody who posts a Christmas card that they've created with my art printables will get some happy mail from me. There we go. I'm thinking I want to do the heart in pink. Let's just do it, right? Let's just do it. And remember, I can overshoot the edge because I'm going to be fussy cutting all of this anyway. I don't know, oh golly, I'm so stuffy, I'm so sorry. I don't know what color I want to do the edge of this, ribbon. I might just leave it white, I don't know. But I know that I need to dry this before I can do my leaves, because I don't want bleed from my pink into my green leaves. Good morning, Vicki. So as you can see, I am back today. We had some unexpected Oh, sorry, gonna blow my nose again. Oh, golly. We had a family member who had some unexpected, hey Aunt Dee, health challenges. And so my sister and I will not be doing our sister road trip now. We'll do it again. We just won't do it right now. So that's why I'm here today. And I'll be here tomorrow in my Stitch Club. And I'll be here on Thursday and all next week. So if you are the praying kind, our family could use some prayers. That's for sure. Okay, so now I'm just going to set this aside because I'll just keep picking at it. You know how we do. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to share with you. Remember last week, so this class is all going to be all over the place. Hey, Vicki, I did want to say, whatever I paint in class, I'm not expecting you to do exactly what I did. I'm just painting for me, right? If you are inspired to do that, then you go right ahead, but you absolutely do not have to do things the way I do them. I'm just showing you some stuff that I know. Do you know what I'm saying? I want you to feel free to create in your own way. Okay, so remember last week we painted, so don't ever feel pressure to do things the way I did. And if I gave you that impression, I am super sorry. Last week, we painted the Aunt Junie art printable. So, and I said I was going to cut it apart and make some cards, and then, as you can see, life kind of went topsy-turvy. So, I have a couple of ideas. Okay, so this one I just did the stitched rectangle from My Favorite Things. That's the one I listed on, I think Kathy asked me what I used, and that's the one I used. It's just a sec, I can grab it so you can see. It's this set of stitched rectangles, and it is, well, I don't know what it is. It's just stitched rectangles from My Favorite Things, Dynamics. And I use it almost every single time I make a card. Okay, so that's that. But then, oh, thank you. Thank you, Vicki. That's so nice. So then I took two of the rectangles and I cut this one. And I made sure that I didn't do it perfectly centered. I wanted it slightly off centered. And I'm going to pop this center, I believe. I don't know. But do you see how, like, I have two examples, right? And this is all from one sheet. But then, you guys, I got this die set, and it's an old one. So I will find where I got it if you are wanting it. So it's postage stamps. Look at it. Look at it. So I knew when I cut this into 4, right, there's going to be little bits that hang off the edge. So I have a little bit of my text here, so I can absolutely cover that up with something, you know. But anyway, look, it cuts out 4 pieces, right? So like this one really has a lot of stuff on it. But I can use it in lots of different ways. Okay, so here's the die. It's from Memory Box, I believe. Yes. And it is postage set. And it was made in 2015, so it might be harder to find, but seriously, look at it. So it cuts 4 postage stamp pieces. It's all one die. It's steel. It's the Made in America, and they are. Memory Box does beautiful dies, and I have many of those. But I just thought, how fun is this die when creating artwork for a card, creating artwork for like fodder for our art journals, right? We could cut out bits and pieces. The only thing, do you see all the you have to kind of flick off all those little bits and pieces, and then you have bits and pieces everywhere. But that's a small price to pay for cuteness, don't you think? Anywho. So I just thought I would share that with you. I cut 2 of the quarters with this because I feel like the possibilities are endless with that. So that's that. But I do have some, if you have children that you send mail to, and you absolutely should, I found some stamps at the post office yesterday that are so cute, you guys. Look at these. They're called Message Monsters. Look at these. How cute. So there's these, and then around the edge there are all these cute little stickers that you can use to add to the stamp. I love that. I love that. And I can hardly wait to, Braxton and Desi and I decided that we were going to be pen pals. And so I can't wait to send something to them with these. Anywho, super cute. So I have all of these bits and pieces to make cards with that I have. Look at all of these. I don't know about you, but the painty part is so fun for me. So I like to, I find myself with stacks of painted bits that I need to create with. Ay. Okay, so I just thought that I would just start kind of creating with these. So I have this Christmas tree, which is one of my faves, from the Brandy Art printable. And I've cut and I used, I think it was a Gina Marie die, the slimline stitched rectangles. So I'm going to attach this tree that I painted last year onto the black, because doesn't that make look at the difference, how much all the black lines pop when it's just framed with that little bit of black. And then I have a star that I believe I painted from one of my Bible journaling entries that was on one of those printables, but I will include this in a printable this year because look, stop it. I love that. So let's start assembling. So I'm going to start adding the black mat. Hey, does anybody watch Transplant? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I just watch, I don't even know what day shows are on. This is such a terrible thing to admit out loud. Because I DVR the stuff I like, and then when I have some time, I will just sit down and watch. So, I could watch 3 episodes in one sitting, or just one, or whatever. Ta-da! And now let's put this on. Okay. Just gonna see how. I think that covers up that stitched edge, but that's okay. There we go. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Allergies just stink. And I'm thinking we should pop this star, don't you think? I know it costs extra postage, but it's a small price to pay for cuteness, right? And, I know people complain about postage going up, but I was telling my mom, where else can you make somebody's day for like 60 cents? Do you know what I mean? A card, just sending a card. Oh, look how cute that is. Okay, let's see what sentiments I have, or maybe I'll just wait on that. The sentiment part. I like to do all of my card building kind of in stages. Like I do the painty part, then I die cut, then I assemble in bits and pieces. Okay, so next I have another tree from the Brandy art printable. And it is, no, this one's not from Brandy. This was from Christmas Fodder. So I painted this tree, and I thought, wouldn't it be so cute on that? So I'm going to fussy cut this. And I like to leave a little bit of white. So I have that little bit of, a little bit of a frame almost. It's just really thin, but I really like it. Okay, let's throw this away. And this one, I am feeling, I don't know, like maybe I need like a doily behind it or something. I don't know. Look, it needs something else, don't you think? And I don't know that a doily is the answer, because this is kind of mid-century modern. So maybe it needs to be I don't know. Oh, and embossed, this embossed. So it is, it does have, This does have a texture, but you know what? So, you know me. I do love an emboss. Okay, I'm going to set that aside because you know what? That sounds like a good idea. I agree. I agree. That might be the thing. And then just a simple sentiment right here. But now I'm thinking more of those stars. So I will be drawing more of those stars and putting them on a art printable to come to you very soon. Okay, I have some other things from different bits and pieces. So these bits and pieces are from the Mix and a Mingle. Do you remember? Those were from a art printable that had, it was like a banner builder and a card builder and an ornament builder. You could make whatever you wanted. So I'm thinking that that might be well, first I had these pine boughs on here, and I was kind of, because it has pine boughs and it has holly leaves and then just some other leaves that I was kind of digging. Oh, it does have some 2 holly leaves. That might be. I thought I had a black mat, but I guess not. Oh, here we go. Duh. So I'm thinking this black mat, right? And then this banner piece, that all of these bits, the whole reinforcers, everything comes on the Mix and a Mingle art printable. And then maybe some holly leaves. And then I think I need to print another Mix and Mingle because I think there's a cluster of holly berries. That might be super cute. And then just one sentiment down here. That's what I'm kind of digging. What do you think? So let's see. Let's start assembling. The black. So how about you guys? Are you creating Christmas cards? I hope. Take pictures. Post them in the group. If you post them in the Let's Get Artsy with Anne group, I will put them in the album. And then I'll try and move that album to the Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs page so it's easier for people to get to for voting. I know that I am so appreciate that you are so patient with me as I figure things out as we go along. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, now I think what I said was I thought I wanted to do holly leaves, sort of like that, but I kind of want them to be, I don't want the holly berries to compete with these bits here. Do you know what I mean? So maybe I'll have that down a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. My skinny right here. I think. There we go. Oh, thanks, Flora. Okay. Looks like I'm going to need to trim a little bit on this one. That's okay. Hey, Denise. How are you? Is that your grandson that I see all those pictures of? If it is, he is darling. Whoever it is, he is darling. Ta-da. Hey, Roseanne, how are you? There's one. Oh my gosh, he's beautiful. And what a delight he appears to be in your life. This is the tricky part. Getting all the little bits and pieces off. I kind of like the idea of them kind of hanging over the edge. Do you know what I mean? I don't really like that I made that one go straight out. But I can feel the sneeze coming on. Oh, golly. I wonder if I can move it a little bit. Please, 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 please. You know how we do. Oh, there we go. So now I'm going to, that one's another partially done one. Okay, so let's get the pieces for this card that we were talking about. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for the bless yous. Oh, it's just miserable this morning. I'm really liking the turquoise and pink. What do you think? Oh, we need to read a page from the comfort book. I told myself I wasn't going to forget anymore. Pizza. The sky isn't more beautiful if you have perfect skin. Music doesn't sound more interesting if you have a six-pack. Dogs aren't Dogs aren't better company if you're famous. Pizza tastes good regardless of your job title. The best of life exists beyond the things we are encouraged to crave. Sorry. Okay, there we go. I took a big drink. That one is one that I need to really feel like I really need to consider, you know? We all think that life would be better if only we whatever, right? But we just need to be able to jump in and enjoy it. Whatever our circumstance, right? Let's read one more. I'm just feeling it. Because I skipped a whole bunch. Be curious. Go outside. Go to bed on time. Hydrate. Breathe from the diaphragm. Eat happy. Get a routine baggy enough to live in. Be kind. It took me a second to comprehend that one. Accept that not everyone will like you. Appreciate those who do. Don't be defined. Allow F-ups. Want what you already have. Learn to say no to things that get in the way of life and say yes to the things that help you live. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. A little plan. I like that. We should all have a little plan, shouldn't we? Remember, that's my word of the year is plan. And so I do find myself, little by little, having a better plan. Do you know what I mean? I don't expect huge, big changes in my life. I find that I was just having this conversation with a friend the other day. I find that little changes are so much more sustainable for me. I don't know about you, but I find little changes, little by little, those are the ones that become habit to me, right? Not when I think that I'm going to, change my entire life for this one result. It never works. It never works for me. That's for sure. So I'm doing a little housekeeping here. Cleaning up all my bits of pieces of tape backer. I'm going to set these aside. I really want to, so I have a card base, but I don't have any. Little changes make the biggest difference, don't they? They really do. So I will absolutely build with more bits and pieces on this, but I wanted to just kind of seek my layout. I just felt like once I drew this pocket, it was going to be a vessel for like a million other printables. And I have another vessel coming in August's art printable that I feel like will be the same. It will be, we'll be able to use it for so many creations. I know I'm cutting this before I'm done painting, but I feel like I kind of wanted to get my sizing, you know what I mean? So, well, yep, that's going to be exactly what I want. So I think I'm going to paint a little bit more. Put my mat down. And then let's paint just a little bit more. There we go. I really want to deepen so I have the Where am I? I have 3 shades of this turquoise. You see 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to come in with this second shade. A little more water in there. Really kind of activate it and work that water in. Then let's come in. And then just kind of work that color around. Then kind of work it out. You know what I mean? I just like that. The subtle depth that gives. And it just starts to give the pocket form. And leave some spaces light. Do you know what I mean? Just randomly leave a white space right there, because you know how jeans are. They're you never know what's the piece that's gonna get worn. Do you know what I mean? It'll have that worn white spot. You just never know. There, that one right there, that's a good one, I think. Tap, tap, tap. Then come in. Move that color just a little bit. Tap, tap, tap. I'm really liking that. And then let's come in with that deepest shade. A little more water in there. Work that water into that paint. And then let's start over here. Let's just do a line. And then we can just work that line out. Tap off the excess pigment. Rinse, tap, tap, tap. And let's move that like a wet jiggy jaggy blend. See what happens. We can get a little bit darker over here every now and again. Work that in between the stitching. Remember, we're not in a rush. All good things take time. Someone famous said that. It might have even been Vincent van Gogh, I believe. There we go. Little by little, keep working it around. Kind of digging that. This is feeling a little too edgy. Do you know what I mean? I think I need to soften that edge. just deepen every now and again with that same paint that's up here. Just kind of move it to other spaces. That way you are softening up here, but you are deepening in other places, and you're not bringing more pigment. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's hard to control the deeper pigment. Me too, Vicky. I really like the jean pocket too. I just feel like we are going to be able to do so many things with the jean pocket, you know? Just deepening this lightest bit, not completely, but just a little bit. So it's not quite as stark, but I want to leave those white bits too. Okay, I need to leave that alone. I need to set that aside and take a big drink so I don't have another choking attack. And while I'm taking a big drink, you should take a big drink. So we are nice and hydrated. Okay, now this I want to be as intense as the jean pocket, right? So let's come in. I think I have a smaller brush here. Yeah, I think this is a 1. I'm going to come in with that secondary turquoise. That's really dark. Wipe it off. Rinse. Wipe it off. And then let's just move that. Just little by little. Work that out. Hey Charmaine, how are you? We are making Christmas cards with any of my art printables. That's what the contest is. So I'm trying to pull out some of last year's Christmas or the year before's Christmas, and I'm using the pocket from Fella Fodder. I just feel like that is like this perfect vessel for all kinds of bits and pieces. Tap, tap, tap. Let's do a little bit of that blue again, like right here. We want to deepen that. That depth right there. Oh, I'm loving that right here. A little bit of an edge that I need to kind of work on. When you take your time, that's when you start to really work on the little bits and pieces, right? So we're not in a big hurry, because art should be what sustains us in life, right? It kind of helps us work through our feelings and all of those things. So none of that can be rushed. Like I said, you'll be so happy to just with your results if you take your time. Okay. Oh, I'm loving that. Now let's come in with that pink. And I'm just going to continue with the same pink. So I'm just coming up along one side of each petal. And I'll kind of blend that out as we go along. Wet. Dab, dab, dab. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of allergies. And I've only had it one morning. So I should really quit my belly aching, right? Some people have have way worse situations than me. Let's work on the heart. Oh, I love that. Let's do it here. A little bit right here. Just a little bit right there. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. How's everyone doing? Oh, look at it. It's so pretty. Okay, let's do the little bit of green on the leaves. We know right here. It's going to be deeper. And remember, we'll just come back and jiggy-jaggy blend all of that. Ta-da! So sorry. Okay, so now I need to let things dry, and you know that's the hardest part, isn't it? Let things dry so that I can come back and do my jiggy-jaggy blend. But I wanted to take a minute to talk about one of my dearest friends and Corbiere-Scott design team members. Tessa Reed is the most fantabulous 4th grade teacher, and she has a shopping list on Amazon for her classroom. It's not for her, it is for her students. We could argue the sad state of affairs that teachers are having to do this, but it's the reality, right? So I am hoping that all of you will help me clear her list. So her list is pretty small this year. she wants to provide binders for each student, and she will have over 70. She teaches 2 different levels of 4th grade, and with that binder, it will house their school work, but it will also give her the chance to teach them a life skill of organizing and planning. And I mean, don't you wish a 4th grade teacher would have taught you that? She's just the most amazing 4th grade teacher. She provides so many amazing experiences to those children that I will do everything I can to support her. So I'm asking you, no matter how small or how big, you can donate. You can donate money, or you can you can buy something from her Amazon list. But my goal is to clear her list by the end of Amazon Prime days, which is tomorrow night, I believe. So we have today and tomorrow and her link is posted right below this class link. It is on my personal Facebook page, and it is on my business page. If it is not, I had a little snafu this morning, so I don't know if it completely posted, but I will post it onto my TESSA, capital REED, Tessa Reed. I know, I'm probably hard to understand this morning, but I will post the link to on this page, and hope that you will all join me in clearing her list. It's a trend these days to clear teachers' Amazon wish lists, and hers is so specific and will fulfill those children's. They will carry those skills for the rest of their lives, and I just think, what a gift she is to those children, and they are to her. They both enrich each other's lives. I love that. I love that. So with all of that said, I will be going to take an allergy pill. But while I'm laying there waiting for my allergy pill to take effect, I will make sure that I post the link to Tessa's Amazon wish list. I adore you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, I will be back tomorrow in Stitch the States. I am working on New Jersey right now. And then on Thursday, we'll be back with Pop-In Paint Party, Art Journal Edition. I adore you all. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.